just amazing artist.
And Travis, what were you gonna say about like the digital
Oh yeah, how do you feel about like the digital comic books coming in?
Oh, that's not a problem. I mean, so like when that really got pushed like in 2014, 2015. That's when that started to become like a thing where like there'd be a sticker in Marvel and you take off that sticker and you scan it. Or at the time you'd have to pay an extra dollar for DCs and they were doing all that kind of stuff. People are like, "Oh, were you worried about all this kind of stuff happening?" And I'm like, it took me a while to answer, honestly. It wasn't one of those questions I could be like, "Oh, no,
Yeah.
it's fine," or it's like, "Oh, I'm kind of worried." Honestly, when I started to think about it and talk it over, I'm like, "Oh, no, it's not a big deal." Because of several factors. One, the main one really is comic readers as a whole in general are collectors. A digital comic is worth nothing.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know, it's not worth a thing. Um, Partnering with that, marrying with that, is the idea of a variant cover.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a digital variant means nothing. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? And then when I really started to think about it, and this is maybe a little cynical, but when I started thinking about it, like if they stopped regular printing and went straight to digital, and I hate to say it this way, but that means everything in my storage went up in value.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So as a business owner, it didn't bother me.
No?
Well, eventually,
Yeah.
I had to think about it. But when all those factors came around, oh, and the other thing too, much like the collector aspect, is too many people like to have the physical book in their hands.
Yeah.
You know, they want to be able
They do.
they want to open the book, they want to read it page by page. It's the tactile experience. When you get to older books, they have a certain smell to them because, I mean, technically the paper's breaking down, all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. But, you know, having a physical book in your hand is much more satisfying. And like when you're looking at a digital comic on your screen, you're having to scroll around and move around and do all this kind
Yeah.
of stuff. If you want to look at a spread, at a 2-page spread on a digital comic, it sucks. Unless you got a big monitor you're
Yeah.
looking at it, then that's one thing. So all those factors made me realize, digital comics aren't really a thing now. And like I said, that was back in 2014, 2015. That was the big push.